Hello, my name is Jimin. Today I will be talking to the head scientist at my local preschool after interviewing the preschool students there. Joseph, please sit down. Okay. Hello, Jimin. Hi, Joseph. I understand you are a very accomplished scientist, especially in the field of mental health and anxiety. Is that right? That is correct. I have done extensive research during my college years, and now I interview the preschoolers at my school about how they deal with their anxiety, and just have really deep and meaningful conversations on how severe anxiety really changes the average preschooler's life. So I understand that stress and anxiety are fairly closely related and often associated with each other. What's the main difference between the two? Great question, Jim. And stress is your reaction to external stressors, like a test coming up, or possibly a large health assignment that you have just started 2 days before it was due. Anxiety is more internal. It's your body's reaction to stress, often associated with a feeling of dread or apprehension in situations that are not actually threatening. Many times, anxiety can persist even after the initial concern has passed, and in many severe cases, causing anxiety disorder. Okay, let's start with stress then. Oftentimes when I feel stressed, I get that butterfly sensation in my stomach. Is there any biological or physiological explanation for that feeling? That's a great question, Jimin. Back in the beginning of humanity, we developed stress through evolution, so that when our bodies were in danger, blood would move from the digestion in the stomach to our arms and legs. So we'd better be able to either fight or run from the target. This transfer of blood is what causes the butterflies in the stomach, and it's not very useful nowadays because we don't use it very often in our daily lives. Let's move on to anxiety. It seems anxiety poses a greater threat to our mental health. So is there any way we can protect ourselves from feeling anxious? Sort of that question, I think that there are sort of two types of anxiety. There's the anxiety that we feel in our everyday lives, and there's the big anxiety that is at very stressful points in our lives that continues past the stressful points. One BE teacher in southeastern Michigan likes to call it little a or big A anxiety. Little a anxiety is very normal, and all of us feel in our everyday lives. Nothing to worry about, while big A anxiety is often associated with a form of anxiety disorder and can be extremely detrimental to your mental health if you don't treat it quickly. Whoa, I was feeling so anxious that my shirt changed color. Okay, so what's a way to know if we have big A anxiety? How do we spot it in our loved ones? And how many different types of anxiety disorders are there? You'll know you have an anxiety disorder if you're feeling anxious all the time, even when there's nothing to feel anxious about. If you notice loved ones seem like they're anxious all the time, maybe they worry too much about their homework or job, talk to them about it and see what's wrong. The answer to your other question about the types of anxiety disorder, U.S. classifies anxiety disorders in a couple different ways. Generalized anxiety, panic disorder, phobia, social anxiety, obsessive compulsive disorder, and post-traumatic stress disorder. What are some ways to help get rid of anxiety when I'm having a large amount of anxiety? That's a very good question. According to the American Anxiety and Depression Association, there are a couple ways to deal with generalized anxiety, which is the most common form of anxiety. Taking time out, eating well-balanced meals, limit alcohol and caffeine, get enough sleep, exercise daily, take deep breaths, count to 10 slowly, do your best, accept that you can't control everything. Some things are out of your reach. Laughing goes a long way. Maintaining a positive attitude can really help. Getting involved, volunteer, join a club, join a sports team. Learning what triggers your anxiety can really help you get to the root of it and just help you get rid of your anxiety. So I understand you've actually interviewed some of the preschoolers at your local preschool. Yes, I actually have. Let's go look at the interviews that I did with them. Have you,
Just did the documentary.
have you been feeling anxious recently?
Yes.
Hello guys, I just wanted to add a couple more notes after the video that were hard to put into the video. So I really hope this video helped anybody out that has really bad stress or anxiety. I'll leave a lot of links down in the description about stuff like how to find whether you have stress or anxiety, how to find what kinds of anxiety you have, how to help relieve stress and anxiety, and a bunch of other helpful links about that down there. Also the suicide prevention hotline, so that if anybody's thinking about committing suicide, which you shouldn't commit suicide, call that number. Hopefully they can help you if you really are in need. And for my gym teacher and I guess everybody else watching, if I said something that sounds like a joke, then it's a joke. Like when I said that I was so anxious that my shirt changed color. Also, one other thing that I wanted to add was it's really hard to hear me in this video sometimes because when I'm talking I had really bad allergies while I was taking this video, so sorry that I really couldn't do anything about it. So yeah. That's the end of the video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to find the latest videos on mental health and anxiety on my channel. Also, watch my last video, the Soup Song. Best song ever made. That's it, guys.